Hey, everybody out there. Welcome back to another installment of the NBA Legends in the Modern Era Ultimate Season Showdown. In tonight's matchup, we have the Bad Boys going on the road to get a must win game, an early must win game, against the Charlotte Hornets. And I'll tell you why here shortly. The Bad Boys, as you can see right there, have lost their last two games and currently are sitting at the number two position, right in front of Team Larry Bird, the hottest team in the NBA, who have come roaring back with 14 games in a row, I believe. Let's take a look here at Team Bird, what they're doing real quick. Team Bird, underneath them, have won 14 games in a row. Remember, Bird at one time, they were 6-5. They have come roaring back to get back in the top end playoff picture. But the Bad Boys, who have at the beginning of the season was, in my opinion, the pace setter. They were playing the best basketball, but not right now, as they have lost two games in a row. They haven't looked good. They actually lost a game to Miami a week ago. So they're 2-3 in their last five games. This was a game they were supposed to win in Miami. They absolutely got shot out there in Miami, thanks to Bam Intimidation leading his teammates, where he set some hard screens for Norman Powell, who went 9 for 10 in that game and really hurt the Bad Boys that night. To say nothing of when they lost to Team Jordan here, where Michael Jordan basically just put on a routine performance and just put these guys down. They really were never really in the game. And then in OKC, they get out here. Jalen Williams comes up with 40 points and 12 assists, goes 5 for 9 from downtown, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander having a bad night, struggling with 6 fouls. He actually fouled out. Shai actually fouled out in that game, guys, and they won. Think about that. Shai fouled out, and they won. Wow. That's all I can say, man. That's when you know you're going through some problems. So the Bad Boys right now have a huge collection of answers to be searching for tonight, because if they don't win this game, remember, we're in mid-December. It's getting down to where teams are pulling away. If they don't end, remember, they got some mutual opponent games coming up here soon. If they don't win this, and you look here at the point at the game spread here, with Team Larry Bird playing the way they're playing, Team Jordan and Chamberlain holding serve up at the top, they could be pushed down, conceivably down to where Team Kareem is at, and be smashed underneath those guys. And potentially, with other teams fighting, even if you still get back to winning, you would have created a deficit that you won't recover from the other top-end teams after this month is over with. So right now is the time to strike, while you've got this one-game difference between the Globetrotters, Team Jordan, the Bad Boys, and Team Bird are all separated essentially by one game for the position. So, yeah, big game. Every game counts, guys. It's a long-winded way of me saying every game right now freaking counts for long-term playoff positioning. You can't afford to lose games right now if you want to get that number 1 seed or number 2 seed or number 3 seed. And the importance of those seeds are the 1 and the 2 and the 3 will avoid playing a potential legend match. You got to factor in, say if all 5 legend teams make the playoffs. Well, we know that the 1 and the 3, the 1 plays the 8, the 2 plays the 7, and the 3 plays the 6, and then the 4 and the 5 match up. So if all 5 legend teams make the top 5 spots, the 4 and the 5 will most likely be playing. So like you can even see it right here. If the playoffs started right now, Bird and Kareem be playing 7-game series out the gate. You don't want that. You don't want to have to go against a legend team out the gate. You don't want to be in the play-in tournament, and you don't want to be in the 4 and the 5 spot. Where you want to be as at number 3, the number 2, or the number 1 spot. So, but right now, let's go ahead and get into this action as this season continues. The Bad Boys desperately seeking a win if they have been just going through it. Will they get it tonight against the lowly Charlotte Hornets? You never know, man. The NBA is funny like that, man. You just never know what you're going to get night to night. So sit back, guys. We're going to go ahead and go with get the honeybee look for the Charlotte Hornets tonight. And yeah, guys, sit back and enjoy and see if the Bad Boys can bring it on home.
Coming right up for Chicago, proving to be a top team in the East, a grip on third place in the conference, and they're not letting go, is next. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Brook Lopez.
I'm not surprised that his block averages have fallen off the past 2 seasons. He's at that point of his career where it's tough to meet the physical demands of this game.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Hartenstein is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Thomas. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Hornets, Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. White is out there with Ball. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. Clark, you've been in this game a long time, and you know some teams don't hit their stride until deep into the season.
That's exactly right. I mean, and it really just depends. I don't know how many times we've said a team looks awful in the first month of the season, then they come back and make a push into the playoffs. So it's a journey. It's an evolving journey as to how teams develop. Putting that Stanton to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
White finds Ball. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Outside, White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Plumlee. There's Ball with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Puts up a 3. And it's Williamson missing. There's the lob to Bridges. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Inside. And Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got his second bucket.
Just so steady around the basket. Brook Lopez, really one of the more consistent scorers in the game.
Ball kicks to Connaughton. Ball's knocked loose. Thomas with the steal. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
To the right side. There's Ball with the 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You can't give Ball any daylight out on the perimeter.
Thomas against Ball. And here is Thomas. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Shoots over Ball. Thomas, no good.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Bridges with it. Coming off a solid outing against Portland.
And checking out the stats for Zion Williamson. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Now, here's Thomas. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Bridges with it. Lopez covering. And it's sent back by Lopez. Hartenstein passes to Williamson. Here's Larson. White covering. Pass to Lopez. Over Plumlee. Lopez, no luck. Hornets trail by 3. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Here's Ball. He sinks the 11-footer. Ball's got 5 points so far.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for ball, but he takes a nice, smooth shot that time.
Thomas passes to Williamson. Here's Larson. Hits the mark, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to Larson. Off target from outside. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. White dishes the ball. Stolen by Thomas. Williamson, the pass to Hartenstein. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
For Chicago, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Here's Thomas. Pass to Lopez. Count that bucket. Lopez has got 6.
That was not easy, but Lopez is solid playing through contact.
And here is Bridges. Plumlee with a screen on Hartenstein. Bridges dishes to Plumlee. That one misses. Great D that time from Hartenstein. Here's Williamson. Good. Nice job down low.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them. Charlotte making a switch. Williams is checked in. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Hornets trail by 6. Now Ball. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Outside White. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Here's Larson. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Ball. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So we'll see Isiah Thomas go to the free throw line here. LaMelo Ball picks one up. For Chicago, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Knipples checked in for the Hornets. Trey Mann comes in for Ball. And Chicago also making a switch. Christie's checked in. Free throw good, Thomas.
You know, Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence, and I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
Now, here's Bridges. Still without a basket. Williamson left side. Here's the drive, and finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's White. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Knueppel with it. Now defended by Williamson. Thomas surveying the D. Hartenstein. And they pick up 2. Hartenstein's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Williams sets a screen for White. Drills the three-pointer.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. And that one is good from Hartenstein. 8 points for him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
Christie against White. Outside Thomas. Christie with the screen for Thomas. Elbow shot is on the way. The offensive rebound. Hartenstein passes to Thomas. Second chance shot. Lopez from long range. And it's White with the rebound. Hornets trail by 9. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Chicago has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Top of the key, Hartenstein. Lopez from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lopez has got 9 points.
That's what we call the Brook Lopez back at you 3. He loves knocking that one down.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
That was a good screen by Isiah Thomas that time.
Chicago making some changes. Edey's checked in for Lopez. Vanderbilt comes in for Isiah Hartenstein. And it's Herbert Jones in for Zion Williamson. Out to the right wing. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging about 31 points, 14 assists, and just over 2 steals. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And the Hornets making a change here. Boeheim's checked in. And that one is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Mann. No scoring in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, you know, Tre Mann is just a really solid, no weakness combo guard. Takes advantage of what the defense gives him and plays extremely hard all the time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Bridges is checked in for the Hornets. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Chicago leading by 10. Up top for Vanderbilt. Pass to Edey. Williams comes with the double team. Now Edey. 5 to shoot. Christie can't make it.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Down low. Bridges passes to man from deep. Williams' shot is off. 1:24 left to play here in the first. Thomas down low. Defended by man. Jones. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
Hornets trail by 12. Outside Williams. Launches a three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Vanderbilt against Bridges. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's Thomas driving inside. Christie has the open look, and again, no good by Chicago. Hornets trail by 13. To the middle. Williams kicks to Bridges. The three ball. No good on the shot. And so it's Chicago looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
The post tandem, Bridges and Williams. Trey Mann is out there with Knipple, and it's Green in at the three. So that's the Hornets 5. Williams can't get it to go.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And that's a foul called on Josh Green. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Edey. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Jones, no luck. Knipple with it. 11-point game his last outing. Williams passes to Mann. Fires the three. That shot off. Chicago leading by 13. Here's Christie. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Christie's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Chicago. His first shot coming late, and the shot goes down.
Such great touch from Knipple. If you can't drive the lane, the midi is a good option.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Christie. Back to Dinwiddie. It's Edey, high post over Williams. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And Chicago leads by 16. Charlotte's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Now Knipple. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. The kick out to Williams. From the arc. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the dunk by Edie.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Williams a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Mann. Here's Williams. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Edie with a screen for Jones. Pass to Edie. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. A look at Chicago. Third best record here in the early going. And, of course, Charlotte. They have a lot of ground to make up. Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Nurkic is checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Mann. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player. 10th in free throw shooting. And while not a team that likes to get out and run, they are in the top 20 in fast break points. They do leave some easy chances, I think, on the table.
And they've been very steady at the free throw line, like you said, GA. Not perfect by any means, but consistent. He misses the free throw.
The versatility of Dinwiddie. Boy, he drives it, passes it, and he can shoulder the scoring load when you need him to.
Charlotte making some changes. Zalon's checked in, and Ball subbed in for Green. And he's good on the second. Hornets trail by 19. To the inside. Here's Bridges. It's deflected, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Never shy about putting some power and force behind his play. Bridges earning that trip to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets.
In addition to being a talented scorer, Bridges also gets a good amount of board work done, too. He's a terrific all-around player.
Now, here's Thomas. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got 5 assists in the game. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
And let's check out the stats for LaMelo Ball. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, putting up 26 points per, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Thomas passes to Larson. Back to Thomas. 5 on the clock. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4.
Oh, what a shot by Zeke. Oh my God. That's a tough shot right there, y'all. God damn. Look at Zeke. You can see his eyes getting wide. He knew what he was doing before he even took the shot. Dang. Just floated it up over. Dang. Hey, classic Isiah Thomas right there.
For 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Man. 20 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Outside, Ball. Shoots the three. Doesn't go for him.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Hornets trail by 21. Ball kicks to Bridges. Now here's Ball. He's got 8. To the paint. Pass to Knippel. From past the arc. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Thomas, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
They get it back. Nurkic. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Kevin, back to you.
A scary thought. Okay, Allie, thanks.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. Bridges misses.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And it's the Hornets with the ball after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Ball. Chicago grabs the miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often. A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
Bridges shot. Good.
Well, with how long he is and bouncy, Bridges is hard to stop on the bounce.
Thomas passes to Williamson. Thomas against Ball. Back to Thomas. Stolen by Ball. Man in the corner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
I would not want to send Trey Mann to the line, not with how he shot at the line over his career.
For Charlotte, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Grant Williams. Pat Connaughton comes in for Bridges. And it's White in for Knippel. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And here is ball. Following the three from Brook Lopez. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Pass to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Goodness, I mean, we feel those science dunks shake the floor.
The Hornets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Ball, the bounce pass. Connaughton passes the ball. Pulls it up. They get the rebound. Launches it. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Larson with the bucket.
Good ball movement by the bad boys.
With consistency this quarter.
And the Hornets with possession here. Fresh from a win against Portland.
You can see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve.
I want to let you guys know. Make sure you read the description area so you guys get the storyline, what's going on with the bad boys, as well as everybody else in the legend season. It's all detailed down there for you guys.
A solid playmaker
in every game.
Great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And here is Thomas. 11 points in the game. Lets it go with a three. Larson, no good. 1:12 left now here in the second. Pass the ball. It's White on the wing. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Williamson. Here's Thomas. Plays it up off the glass. Thomas got 13 points.
How about the ferocity from him right there? This guy is relentless.
Ball, the pass to Connaughton. Inside. Here's Plumlee, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for Charlotte, Mason Plumlee.
Take a break. Take a break.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
Bad boy defense is looking good now. However, the Charlotte Hornets are not one of the best teams in the league, but defense looks solid tonight, but we'll see. They was playing good against Miami. It's so happened against Miami. So nothing's ever over till it's over, guys. Remember what happened with Team Diesel against the New York Knicks. They had the game locked up in the fourth quarter. They blew a 17-point lead.
And the second free throw, good. Well, Chicago has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Hartenstein passes to Thomas. Shoots over ball. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ball. 8 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Plays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Scores after the quick crossover.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Chicago just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career. Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you and stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
Okay, and now let's check out the power rankings as we move through the middle of the season.
You take a look at the Hornets. Not a lot of great news coming from them this season, but things are starting to look up, at least a little.
It honestly feels like they might be turning the corner, but each time we think of that, they take a step back. So we'll see.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Man, 20 team assists to 9, 25 rebounds to 15. Wow. They just outplaying them in all the major aspects.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Isiah Thomas having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So for Chicago right now, Williamson out there with Isiah Hartenstein. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Thomas, and it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. The shot's good from Plumlee.
It's a great move.
Man, Plumlee was the servant on that one.
Completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
There's Lopez with the three. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. Bridges outside. Ball kicks to Connaughton. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Larson. Kept alive. The kick out to Lopez. Now, here's Thomas. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist from Thomas. Lopez has got 15 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
11th in fast break points. And also, they're in the top half of the league in second chance points. A little room for improvement. Maybe just sending an extra guy to the glass would do it.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Williamson finds Lopez. And Thomas now, top of the key. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hartenstein. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Williamson.
Looking here at some numbers for Bridges. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Pass to Connaughton. Now here's Plumlee. Lopez covering. Offensive rebound. Lopez with the block.
And that's where Lopez specializes. A great rim protector.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Well, there's no lack of range in this. The leading three-point shooters among the ranks of the NBA's big men last month. Brook Lopez, number 1.
And maybe most of the time a coach doesn't want to see his center or power forward drifting away from the hoop, but that's not the case with him.
It most certainly is not. I mean, when your three-point shot is that reliable and that lethal, I mean, you have to use it if you've got a guy on your team that can shoot it like that. Maybe they sacrifice some size in the paint when he goes outside, but they're usually 3 points richer because of it.
A volume three-point shooter, you have to expect White to connect on those looks from the outside.
Outside Thomas, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Chicago making a switch here. Edey's checked in.
Shot.
And that one misses. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. No good from Connaughton. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Thomas. Pass to Larson. Shoots over Connaughton. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Larson's got 10 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Thomas against Ball. Pass to Thomas. Here's Larson. And here is Williamson. He's defended by Connaughton. Scooped up. And the dunk by Edey.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 6. The shot missing. Williamson finds Thomas. Here's Edey. Defended by Bridges. Bucket is good. He's got 9.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Over Hartenstein. They grab their own miss. Pass to Connaughton. From outside, off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Thomas goes in. Williamson, the pass to Larson. To the left wing. This one for 3. And it's White with the rebound.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
And White with the stuff.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Larson. 10 points for him. Looks for Thomas, gets it to him. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Charlotte's gone into the three-point range. 2 of them. Hits it from three-point range.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor.
He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 15. Pass to Larson. Back to Thomas. Thomas got 17.
Yeah, the jump shot of Thomas, cash money. Boy, it's nice seeing him knock down that mid-range jumper.
Right side, Ball. Here he goes. Good D by Williamson. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%.
Hanging tough. Ball does not let the foul stop him completely.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
You know, with LaMelo, you really have a one-man offense. I mean, there's not much he can't do on this end of the court.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Grant Williams is checked in for Plumlee. And it's Knipple in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Thomas. 17 points in the game. Down low, here's Williamson. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Bridges outside. Back to ball. To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
A top 5 pick in the draft. Knipple is a polished rookie. Can play either guard spot. I love his future.
Both good from the line that time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Good work there as it goes.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now, here's Ball. 20 points for him. And Ball slams it in.
It's good to see Ball not settling for a jump shot. He's at his best when he's attacking the rim.
Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Chicago. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics take sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
They get it again. Williamson outside. Bounce pass, Thomas. Williamson finds Edey. Here's Christie for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Christie's got 6.
Coming out of the half now, making a commitment and concentrated effort to get to the offensive boards has proven fruitful.
Pass to Knipple. Outside, White. Thomas against Ball. Over Thomas. Ball, no good. Chicago's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And the dunk by Edey.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Now, here's Ball. 22 points for him.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Thomas against Ball. Outside Thomas. From the line. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Thomas got 21.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Williams in the post. He's against Vanderbilt. Bridges sets the screen for Knipple. Outside, Ball. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Bridges for 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Thomas. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Edey hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Edey's got 13.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
White the pass to Ball. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play brought to you by AT&T. The Hornets have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And so he hits the technical free throw.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Zach Edey. And it's Herbert Jones in for Williamson. Man gets the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Christie. Back to Thomas. And Jones has it in the corner. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Jones has got his second basket of the game.
Thomas's IQ is platinum level. He's outstanding at orchestrating and facilitating the offense.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Charlotte, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
At the line for two, Kobe White.
And that one falls for White. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 17 seconds left to play here in the third. Thomas with it. 21 points in the game. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Chicago, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Man, this is the type of game the bad boys needed, man. After losing their last 2 games in a row, they needed this.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Chicago shooting a superb 63% from the field. They've got Trey Mann. Green is out there with Bridges. And it's Knipple. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Bridges shot. Good.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Outside, Jones. Screen by Nurkic. Pass to Dinwiddie. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Knipple, defended by Christie. It's tipped. Dinwiddie with the steal. Jones dishes to Nurkic, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 6 points for Nurkic.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Knocked away. Vanderbilt with the steal. Ball going up court, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Dinwiddie showing you some of that strength, excelling at taking the hit and working his way through it.
The bad boys are on it. They know they need this win, man. Even the bench coming in fired up. They do not want to fall down. Team Larry Bird is...
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
Haven't lost the game in like almost a month.
In the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace.
So,
Greg,
this is not going to be messing up.
Teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things and winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Here's Dinwiddie. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Christie the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Christie. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dinwiddie finds Christie. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
You know, throughout his career, Nurkic has always been, Clark, a presence on the glass. Terrific rebounder.
Yeah, he's a big guy who plays big, Kevin. He's not afraid to get in there and mix it up. He knows how to use his body from different positions. He's a terrific offensive rebounder, and even in short stints, he can impact the game with his glass work.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Boeheim's checked in, and Ball subbed in for Josh Green. Ball against Nurkic, and Ball slams it in.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here now is Dinwiddie. Vanderbilt, a screen on Ball. Back to Vanderbilt. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Vanderbilt's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Ball with the bucket.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
Christie the pass to Dinwiddie. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit. Hey, you know, what he lacks in size, he makes up for with his vertical.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shots up.
See, that's the difference. They got to move the ball. I mean, you can't just go all this hero ball, man. The good teams, the great teams move the ball, pass, cut, set screens. The bad teams, they just rely on their superstars to do it all. That's the difference between a playoff team and a lottery team.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, you come up with a list of all of the.
When you look at Charlotte's roster, they got plenty of talent. They're just not playing with a cohesive team strategy.
You know, he gives
There's no reason to be. They shouldn't be getting blown out here.
At least
they got enough offensive weapons to where they can take advantage of some of the bad boys.
Chicago also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Hartenstein comes in for Vanderbilt. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Thomas goes in, and it's White with the rebound. White's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight, and it's Ball in the corner. And the three ball is good. Ball's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Ball against Thomas. Here's Christie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. And Christie drops them both. Here's Ball. To the middle. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all
no layups.
That one on Hartenstein.
The bad boys getting back to the old question. What they were doing earlier.
Yeah, the officials.
No layups.
No luck that time either. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lopez outside. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Ball, the pass to White. Back to Ball. Three-pointer. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
That's good from Ball. And you know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
Now here's Williamson. Hartenstein. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now Ball. Bridges outside. It's White on the wing. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Already in his career, we've seen the new...
Yeah, let's turn down the defensive intensity now. They're calling fouls left and right now. Let's get this game over with. The guys are fouling way too hard now in a blowout situation.
Numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package. Starting to find a rhythm from the line now as they try to cut into this deficit.
And the Hornets making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Charlotte's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Outside, White. Back to Ball. There's the triple. Charlotte no good that time either.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Inside. Pass to Larson. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big foul.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Now here's Williamson. Larson, no good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Knipple, and stolen by Thomas. With floor spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Bridges outside. It's White on the wing. In the corner, Knipple with it. A three-pointer off the mark. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
The Hornets shooting well. They're at 45%. Ball against Williamson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got 40 points.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
Thomas passes to Larson. Now here's Williamson. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Thomas. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. Thomas got 9 points now in just the second half.
Thomas loves setting up other people, but he'll knock down the three if you give him a good look at it.
And here is Connaughton. Back to Ball for the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thomas down low. White covering. That one a little long. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Right side, Ball. Back to White. Takes the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Thomas. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Here's Ball. Isiah Thomas picking up that last basket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that 3rd meeting.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Isiah Thomas.
The way he saw the floor was quite special. I mean, he served up a ton of room service dimes.
And it's in there.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Oh, perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Now here's Thomas. Floats it up for Williamson. Can't stuff the alley-oop home. And so here's Charlotte. Ball feeling it out a bit. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Isiah Thomas.
Bad boys Zig lead them to victory tonight here at a early season must-win game for the Bad Boys, as they have lost their last 2 games in a row and have lost 3 in their last 5. Very important right now as we are coming into the final stanza of December, where teams are pulling away and getting in that long-term playoff positioning. But as you can see here, this was never ever a contest. Most of these stats and most of the stats here for look at the splits here. They had 21 points in the first quarter, 21 in the second, got shut down again. They did a little better in the third quarter, and the fourth quarter was garbage time. The Bad Boys kind of let up off of them and let them get back. They made it look a little better than what it really was, but this was total domination as the Bad Boys killed them on the offensive glass. 14 offensive rebounds to 6. Good God almighty. 16 second chance points. 49 points off the bench. 39 points in fast break. 80 points in the paint. God dang, what didn't they do tonight? 9 steals, 3 blocks. Whoa, the Bad Boys is cooking tonight in this one, y'all. Man, they needed this one. They came out and said, LaMelo Ball got 40 points tonight, but it didn't even, man. And you know what? It's actually an efficient 40. It's actually, that's a clean game. I mean, he had 5 assists, he had 3 turnovers, but outside of 3 turnovers, that's a pretty clean game. 40 points on 24 shots? I'll take that. Hell yeah. I'll take that. That's a great, yeah. Problem is, he didn't get his teammates going. It was just, it was just too much hero ball. I was saying during the broadcast, the Hornets aren't that bad, like talent-wise. They got enough talent to where they could take advantage of some of the weak spots of the Bad Boys, which is their big men in terms of Lopez, Zach Edey. Don't move their feet, east to west very well. You get them in pick and roll or make them have to chase people off screens. They got the shooters. Like Bridges plays up front at power forward. You can move Knipple to a small forward, even potentially a power forward spot and play small ball. You could do things with that. They never went to any of that the whole game. They pretty much just played one-on-one and pick and roll ball, and it really hurt them. Because if you had gotten somebody else to chip in with him scoring 40 like that, jeez, man. I mean, Kobe White came in with 29 points. He shot particularly well. He went 21, 5, and 5. Didn't even notice it. This is a pretty good shooting performance. It didn't even matter. it didn't even matter. Because look at the Bad Boys, man. 28, 22. Zeke with 5 steals tonight. Yikes. 22 assists. Only 1 turnover. My God. It was Lopez with 18.7 rebounds. Hardenstein with 17 and 8. Williamson with 14 and 8, 4, 7 for 11. Edey didn't miss a shot tonight. He went 6 for 6. Didn't hit 3. Larson went 1 for 8. He had a bad shooting night, but played some pretty good defense early in the game that really opened up the game early. That he kept. He was the one that was guarding LaMelo Ball early in the game. That kind of helped the Bad Boys kind of keep him in check. Let's take a look at LaMelo's splits here. LaMelo splits in the first. Hold on, my fault. First quarter he had 8 points, not bad. Second quarter, there you go. See, he was being shut down by Larson. Kept him down. That's when the Bad Boys really blew it open in the second quarter. Third quarter, he had 14. Yeah, but by that time the game was already blown wide open. It was already, it was pretty much garbage time. Third quarter on was garbage time. By that time the game was already over. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights here. We'll go ahead and show LaMelo. This was it's good. That's a good stat line. I like that, man. 40 points from 24 shots. 9 for 9 from the thing. Hey, I'll take that anytime, man. Just got to get your teammates going. Finds Knipple over there. One of his few 5 assists he had. Driving to the basket. That's good defense on Zeke right there. Got by Zeke. Yeah, he is 6'6". I mean, it's tough for Isiah to guard guys like that. I mean, Isiah struggled with bigger guards. I mean, you saw it in the 80s. I mean, that's just something he's been doing his whole career. Guarding guys like Magic, Sidney Moncrief, Jordan. Dennis Johnson for the Celtics. Hell, even Danny Ainge gave him problems because of his size. And Danny Ainge, you don't think about him, but yeah, he's pretty. I mean, compared to Isiah, he's a pretty big dude. He's 6'4" against Isaiah 6 feet tall. So with ball handling skills and the jump shots. It's hard to play him. But yeah, man, let's take a look here at Zeke. Nice little foul line stop and pop jumper. Going baseline with the finger roll left hand. Breaks his man down. Right hand floater. Finds Edie on the cut. Oh my God. How did he get that pass off? I'll never know. I don't know what to call that one. Fade away with two guys in at the shot clock buzzer. Finds his man Zion cutting to the basket. I don't know what this is. What is this, a rebound? One of those elongated highlights. Here he is probing. Is he going to find Larson? Nope. He finds Hartenstein. Then he finds. That was a great play by Vanderbilt. He had a great game. Vanderbilt had a really good game. I think he had 3 offensive rebounds by himself off the bench. Let's go ahead and show my man Zion. He has some pretty good dunks in this game. Hopefully they'll show him. Let's see here. Nice kick out. And found Zion cutting to the basket. Zion going. Oh, turned around, did a little jump hook. He faked me out with that. So that's the story out here, man. The bad boys getting the shit right. Getting things going here. As you can see here, guys, this is what I was talking about. They lost their last 2 games, and in dramatic fashion, too. They did not look good. And more importantly, I thought this game right here really set the tone. Because at this point, they had a 7-game winning streak. And this was supposed to be a game that they were supposed to win coming in to play Team Jordan to get that tiebreaker set up. And that didn't happen. So what happened was they lost to Miami, won 2 games, but then got the kibosh by Team Jordan. And then they lose to OKC, which sets up the standings as we have now here. With the bad boys now at 21-5. Now they move over Team Jordan, but remember, it's only a game difference. And Team Jordan has the tiebreaker because Team Jordan has beaten them twice in the season. And they will not play Team Jordan again until after All-Star break. And by that time, everything will be decided. So the mutual opponent games that you needed to maintain your positioning and get it solidified have already been played. Now it's just about how many games can you win before that spread becomes too wide to be overtaken. So, yeah, guys. Bad boys, that was a must-win game because if they had lost that game, they would have failed down 2 games to Team Jordan with a tiebreaker with Team Larry Bird at their heels having won 14 games straight. Even though they have a tiebreaker on Team Bird, the way Team Bird's playing right now, come on. They've won 14 games in a row, and they look phenomenal. They look phenomenal right now out there in Larry land. So this was a must-win game, even though it wasn't against a really great opponent. But having said that, let's go ahead and move on to the next matchup. And this is the matchup that I announced on my channel for the people that may have seen it. The next game coming up will be Dr. J and Hakeem Olajuwon in a 3-game series. That's right. A 3-game series where they will basically play each other 3 times in a row, essentially to decide who's going to have a number 3 seed outright, at least here in the early going in the season. And more importantly, get that game spread set up. Because you can see there, between Team J and Dream, they are basically locked in a feud right now. There's a 1-game differential. So they're going to play 3 games in a row. You can imagine how that's going to affect the standings when this is all said and done. When they're playing they are mutual opponents playing 3 times in a row. After that's done, that's going to set up a situation. By the way, they play San Antonio after that. The Dream do. Let's go ahead and put on Dr. J's schedule. Now, the difference here is that they'll be playing, there's the same games. There's from Dr. J's perspective, you see the games he played against the Dream. Now, the difference is, in between those 3 games, they'll play the first one coming up here next. But after that, Team J goes on the road. They have to go back home to play Indiana, and then they'll play Houston back-to-back. So that may play a role. Whereas Houston, with Team Dream, they're just playing Team Dr. J outright. They'll play Dr. J, they'll get 2 days off, play him again, day off, then play him again. They go. So it's going to be an absolute war, because whoever wins that series, in my opinion, is probably going to be pulling up for the number 3 spot in the Western Conference. Because if you lose that, you can already see where the Mambas are at. They're at 4 to 5 games out of first place before we even got into that, and they're going through their dire straits. Houston has just won their last. They actually lost their last game. Yeah, they just lost their last game against the Rockets. A game that they were supposed to win. They could have won that game. Now they're coming in here to get this one. So if they lose to Team J, if Team J wins this game, that'll vault them up even that much higher. And if they were to win all 3 games, we could pretty much forget it, because now you're talking about a 7-game differential between getting the 3rd spot, let alone the number 1 spot. And that's just not going to happen. I mean, you're not going to catch them at that point. I mean, 7-game differential going into January, forget about it. Forget about it. It's over. The best you can hope for is getting that number 4 spot, and maybe hold down for the 5 spot and try to stay out of the play-in tournament. But it's going to be hard in the Western Conference, because you see even the lower ranked teams are still vying for that number 5 spot. I mean, it's conceivable that the Clippers could potentially go to where the Mambas are at the bottom at 14 and 11. The Warriors are damn sure in it. So the Western Conference is far more wide open at the bottom than it is at the top, whereas the Eastern Conference, we look over here, the Eastern Conference is locked at the bottom but wide open at the top. So it's 2 different scenarios playing off on both conferences. But I would say that the Eastern Conference is stronger, because you've already got 4 20-win teams already, which is insane. Whereas the Western Conference, they've only got 2. And Kareem could be there. Kareem could be there, but he's lost some winnable games. But yeah, that's the rundown there, guys. The next game coming up in the NBA Legends season will be Dr. J taking on Hakeem Olajuwon in a 3-game blood feud war that will decide that 3rd seed spot. I hope to see you guys for that coming up sometime, either tonight or tomorrow. Make sure you have your bells open and it's not bells open, or have the bell on, or however that thing works. Hit the notification bell so you're there when I go live, so you don't miss a minute of this action, because that's going to be, I'll tell you, that Dejounte Murray, Russell Westbrook matchup, that's going to be good. Dr. J on Mark Williams is going to be interesting, because, Dr. J's been playing power forward, leading the league in scoring, but, the rebounding is going to be off the hook for Houston, I think. I don't think they're going to be able to Houston's going to have a significant rebound advantage, so it's going to be kind of hard to run when you can't. Remember, I don't care who you are, it's hard to run when you can't rebound. You can't rebound, you can't run. So we'll see how that goes. You might see Dr. J slide back down to small forward in that series, because that Mark Williams Hakeem Olajuwon matchup that you can see up front doesn't bode well for Team J from a rebounding perspective. But we'll see what happens in that game, guys. And with that, I will bring this stream to an end, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.